got gold bricks, slug up your whole clique. B.U.B. and cash spitting that dope shit. Seattle gold grills tighter than roast clips. Send you a mo kit, send you a mo kit. I got gold bricks, slug up your whole clique. What's good, YouTube family? It's your guy Fred the Jeweler here for another one. I got a special one for you guys this day though. This is going to be for getting custom-made grills when out of state and how to do the molds properly. In this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process for how to get these things done right. First is going to be the initial mold, and then the second step is going to be a special new material that we have to make sure we capture the gum lines. Gum lines are very important. This is going to make sure that we reduce loose fitting grills, that we reduce delays, and any problems with getting your grills and making sure they're going to fit. Stay tuned, y'all. All right, y'all, here's the moment of truth. So here's the dental impression box that you'll receive in the mail from us. This is a big kit if you're getting top and bottom teeth. This is just the top. But for example, if you're getting 8 top and 8 bottom, you'll get a dental impression like this. 1 piece upper, 1 piece lower, 3 sets of putties. The base and the catalyst is what you want to put together. So here's the catalyst, and here's the base, and you're going to see me do this all at once. This is the last step right here. So let me put this one away right here, this kit right here. I'm going to put that one to the side. So we're going to focus on this one. You open up this one right here, and of course you're not going to have these gloves, so you probably want to wash your hands before you do this. Take these 2 out right here, one right there, this one right here, and this is going to be the first step. I'm going to use the big tray for the top. The big one is the one without the hole in the middle. This is the top one, and this is the one for the bottom, the one that has the hole in the middle. This is for the bottom tray. So we're going to do the top first, like so. So I'm going to take these 2 right here, put them together, and just kind of rub your hands together, squeeze them like that right there. Some people do it like this. I like to do it like this. It's just much quicker. See, as I'm doing it, it starts turning into one color. That's the point. You know, you're squeezing it while you're doing it, so I'm not just going in a circle lightly. I'm going kind of tough to where it actually is mixing it. If it's better for you, you can do it like this too. This is another way to do it. Real quick, but you got to make sure you get this in the tray and get it in your mouth as soon as possible, because as soon as this turns into one color, as you see it is, this is, my son taught me to do it this way. Squeeze it, and also, I'm not just doing it lightly. Like I said, I'm pushing it and rolling it at the same time. So I'm squeezing my hands tightly together. Not too tight, but tight enough. Turns into one color, as you see. Then you want to roll it like this, straight flat, till you get into a little hot dog. Put it in here, y'all. Hot dog right like that. Push it mostly up to the front. See, as I'm doing it, flatten it a little bit, but push it up to the front. Because the main thing is you want to get your teeth right in this area. Not up front, because you don't want to hit that tray, but right in this area. So watch me. It's in my mouth, y'all. Put my teeth right up in here. Push it straight up. Nice and deep over your gum line. Nice and deep. Let it sit for about 3 minutes. All right. You have a nice little napkin and handy too, because your mouth might start watering. Sorry. But this is the first one. As you can see, it's deep enough, but it has a little something going on right up in here. So this would be considered a not too good mold. It's not good enough. That's why this is step number 1. Step number 1, y'all. So we're gonna come back to this. I want you to remember this. This is step number 1. We're gonna come back to this, and we're gonna make this thing perfect. So stay tuned for the next bottom section. All right. All right, guys, now we are on to the next part of step number 1, which is the bottom mold. Remember, because a lot of people ask me this, which one of because they get these in, which one of these is for the bottom, which one is for the top? Whenever you see this little thing right here, this little hole right here in the middle, that's for the bottom. The other one doesn't have a hole like this. So let's go ahead and do it. So same thing, catalyst. Remember, you have 3 of these, so the first 2 is going to be like a sampler. So this one right here, the catalyst, and then the base. So we're going to put these 2 together. You can discard this at that point. Stick them together, and like I said, you can do them like this if it's much more comfortable for you. Just keep moving them and squeezing them together like that. Make sure there's no swirls, though, guys. I see a lot of people make that mistake. You don't want to leave it like that. You want to keep going Like I said, in my case, my son taught me a quicker way to do it, which is like this. Squeeze it and roll it at the same time. Squeeze it, see? Squeeze and roll it at the same time. Either way works. This way just a little bit quicker to me. And you want to get it done as fast as possible because this thing does start getting hard fairly quickly. Generally, I'd say give it 3 minutes to be safe. As you see that, it's a nice, good, solid color. As soon as you see that nice, solid color and those streaks, roll it up into a hot dog. And this one a little bit thinner so you can get in there, but not too thin because you'll fix the rest as it here. They push it up in there. I like to push that back down because you want to get nice and deep all the way to the end, but don't let it go over the edges. Try to keep it nice and high as possible so you can get your teeth in there and make it nice and deep. Don't let this, extend all the way out at the bottom. All right. Okay, this is the bottom you can't really see, so just try to imagine yourself putting your teeth right here in the middle area. You don't want to be in the front, so here we go. Push it straight down, nice and deep. Over the gum line. Don't bite, push down. All right. So what I was doing right there, guys, is if you notice me tapping right here, there's a little section of it that comes out from just, when you make it nice and deep, just to let you know if it's hard or not. So let's look at this next one. You see those gum lines? Those are pretty good. That's pretty good. This will actually almost work, but we're going to do one more step to make sure those gum lines are even more clear. Take a look at that, y'all, see? So now we're going to move on to step number 2. This is going to be the defining factor to make sure we get your grills fitting nice and accurately. So stay tuned. Okay, so now we got the back to the top mold, guys. You see that one once again, not the greatest. So this is going to be step number 2 right here. You got 3 pieces to this one, and then the tip right here. So first thing I like to do is start with the tip. I'm going to twist this so we can take off the top. This is the locking part that keeps it from coming out. See that right there? These are basically same thing, two materials that mix together, and they all lock in right here with this. So once you put that in there, you twist it so it locks. Matter of fact, there you go, twist it so it locks, and now it's locked, it won't come off. And you push this one in the top so you can push it down. See these 2 pieces right here? Go right in here. So what you want to do is you want to get this material inside of each one of these teeth. Let's go ahead and get that locked in. Go ahead and push that out of there. See how I'm filling up towards the, okay. More towards the front.
This way.
This way? Oh, so you can see.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we're going to push this in here like this. Filling up those teeth. Is that better?
Yeah.
I'm filling up these teeth, guys, with this material right here. I'm using a lot of it because I want you guys to be able to see this. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing we did before. Okay. All right. Now that step is going to be a little bit more intense, guys, because you'll feel it on those gum lines, man. But look at that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You'll feel it on your teeth. That stuff feels a little bit more, it feels like it goes in between your teeth. And you see those gum lines? That's what we need. That's perfection right there. That allows us to be able to make your grills fit like a retainer, like snug. You ever seen somebody put a grill on and it goes, it's hard to take off? That's because of this. All right. So now we're going to move on to step number, let's say B, the B part of step number 2, which is going to be the bottom grills. Stay tuned. All right, now this is very key, guys. I want to go over this so there's no confusion in there, especially for my out-of-state customers. If you notice, I have 2 tips here because we know this is going to harden after these 2 materials come together. My top is still feeling it because this stuff, it gets in between the teeth. But it gives perfect gum lines.
So this one right here is gonna go ahead and harden. So we'll go ahead and throw that one away. We're gonna send you 2 tips with this piece right here, so you can use the second one for the bottom one, if that makes sense. So first of all, line those 2 holes up with that hole. Pause. As they say in New York. So you push that in there, line it up right there, then slide it to the side so it locks. Those little grooves go in there and locks. So now we're gonna do the bottom teeth. Same deal. Let me move it in there. You want to get it in there until it gets in, but it fills up most of the teeth. Is the idea. Fill it up till you fill it up most of the teeth. And this stuff right here is specifically just to capture those gum lines nice and good. So you want to try to use up just enough to fill up those teeth and get it right up in here. Hey, I'm trying to use all this material I can. It's getting towards the end of it, so it's a little difficult trying to push the rest out. All right. So, all right, same deal, guys. I'm gonna push it straight down, nice and deep. All right. Second step is always a little bit more harder to come out because it gets very detailed on those gum lines. Check out the gum lines, y'all. Do you see how detailed those are compared to the first ones? So this is the 2-step out-of-state Grillz molding process, now provided by Seattle Gold Grillz, to ensure that you get a good fitting grill. Now, if for slightest chance there's any issues with fitting, don't blame it on us, guys. We will remake. We have an agreement with our team that it will be remade free of charge. That's in case it doesn't fit. In most cases, it needs slight adjustments. If you was in store, we'd be able to adjust it in store. Out of state, it's going to be a little harder, but this right here will eliminate most of the problems. And sorry, guys, for any saliva. This stuff does make your mouth water. I'm going to go steam these up as soon as I'm done with these, and they're ready to go. I still got some of that stuff in between my teeth because that last step is, that stuff is tight. But good thing about it is it captures those gum lines to perfection, as shown in this video. And that was only using 2 molds. I still have 1 more left over, so I didn't need to use the extra one. I did not need to use the extra one. But this video is for you guys, just for you, to make the molding process of getting custom grills that much easier. This is 95% of the issue right here, is the gum lines. All right, you guys have a blessed week. Stay positive, stay blessed. It's Christmas time here, so Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy Holidays. Peace.